Ecola International, or EWI, aims to be a domestic developer in the UK with a focus on affordable housing via its partnership with UK-based Wilmot Dixon. Executive Vice President Liu Kixin says the 14 billion ringgit proposed development will cater to a lower market. The developer wants to use a different strategy to address the lack of affordable housing in the UK. The project with Wilmot Dixon will be sold at below £600 per square foot. In contrast, EWI's 3 other projects in London are priced between £800 and £1,500 per square foot. Liu adds that EWI should be reporting profit in FY18. He says the developer has recorded some 7.7 billion ringgit in sales up to FY17, but it hasn't recognized the income yet because the projects are still under construction. EWI's latest quarterly net loss had narrowed from 55.1 million ringgit a year earlier to 32.6 million ringgit. Full-year net loss shrank from 220.1 million previously to 87.6 million. Ecola Development Group is looking at a lower sales target for FY18 as it is not launching any sizable projects in FY18. The developer is eyeing 3.5 billion ringgit in sales, down from the previous 4 billion target, which it met in FY17. Not that it's an issue. President and CEO Chang Kim-hwa says the company wants to focus instead on enhancing the value of its existing land bank. This is so that it can deliver sustainable long-term growth for all stakeholders. He explains that Ecola bought the land at market prices, so its intention is to make the acquisition cheap in another 3 years. Ecola's unbilled sales stands at 6.4 billion ringgit as at October 31, 2017. It has a land bank of about 3,480 hectares, of which 2,000 hectares are undeveloped. The developer also reported its fourth quarter earnings today. Fourth quarter net profit was up 15% to 33.7 million ringgit on the back of 899 million ringgit in revenue. Meanwhile, full-year net profit rose 62% to 209.7 million ringgit with 2.9 billion in revenue. Ecola expects to pay dividends to its shareholders by FY19. Second Finance Minister Johari Abdul Ghani says the government will cease providing blanket subsidies. Instead, Putrajaya will offer only targeted subsidies like BREAM. That's because the 26 billion ringgit in subsidies for food items and agriculture products is not sustainable in the long run. He was commenting to the World Bank's statement that regular Malaysians are facing financial woes despite the strong economic growth. The World Bank said that a majority of Malaysians will still be earning less than the national average income, even when the country achieves high income status. This is because the country's distribution of income is skewed towards the rich. Johari says Putrajaya is now looking at measures, including to address the surge in the price of uncontrolled food items, including by importing or creating alternative supplies. However, he says there are no plans to raise the GST rate from the current 6%. Bank Negara is not banning the use of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies here, although it does believe that the current Bitcoin frenzy is a bubble. Deputy Governor Abdul Rashid Gaufa compares the current mania to financial scams and warns investors of the high risks involved in investing in cryptocurrencies. Still, the central bank has no plans to outlaw its use as a ban will curb innovation and creativity. While it's still not legal tender here, Abdul Rashid says businesses that opt to use cryptocurrencies as a payment method can still do so. It's just that its usage has no backing from public financial institutions. Bank Negara will be meeting with cryptocurrency exchanges on Monday to learn more about the new currency spectrum. Bitcoin is the biggest of all digital currencies with a market cap of almost $290 billion. It is currently trading above $17,000 a unit. Astro Malaysia is teaming up with China's esports live streaming platform Huamao to offer Tamago, which is a live streaming platform that focuses on localized user-generated content in Southeast Asia. Tamago has attracted over 150,000 users across the region after a soft launch 2 months ago. Astro Chief Content and Consumer Officer Henry Tan believes there is a strong interest in the live streaming space in Southeast Asia, especially among the millennials. He says Tamago is well served by content creators, entertainers, musicians, gamers, social influencers, and astro celebrities. Meanwhile, Huamao CEO Naomi Wu says this presents new creative possibilities for sponsored content and native advertising as seen in China, which is of great interest to advertisers seeking branded content.